on the 19th of February 2025 at about 7 a.m. in the morning. I had just woken up from sleep. I was in the middle of my meditations when suddenly my younger brother, Ike, began calling my phone. And because it was too early in the day to make connections with the outside world, I deliberately ignored his call and continued with my affirmation, promising myself to call him back. But then, barely 30 minutes after I ignored his call, my youngest brother, Ahanna, began to call my phone too. And then a weird feeling started to envelop me because the timing was off. They rarely call me, and this type of coincidence was just not to be ordinary. And so I paused my meditation and picked Ahanna's call. And I said, Ahanna Eke, how are you? He said, sister, I'm not fine. I said, what happened? He said, sister, mommy is dead. In that moment, I felt cold chills on my body. I said, what? Anna, what are you saying? He said, mommy died this morning around 7, like a few minutes ago. I said, Anna, what are you saying? And then he said, it was in the middle of the night around 1 a.m. that suddenly mommy began to have a heart failure, and daddy was out of town. He was in Abuja for a meeting, and so they had a hard time getting her to the hospital, and before they could rally round and take her to the hospital, she was already in coma. And it wasn't long after their arrival that the doctors declared her dead, and that as Ahanna was speaking to me, mommy was already in the hospital, in the mortuary. I said, give me mortuary, like, I don't understand. It's happening too fast. Too much to process. First of all, heart failure as at 1 a.m. Dead. Okay. Dead people have been prayed back to life. But mortuary, how did we get there so fast? He said, yeah, Justice is there already. Like, she's in the mortuary. I have heard that there are several stages to grief. The first one being anger. It was that day that I experienced it for real. I went full-on ballistic on Ahanna. I began to curse him out and shake him like, why did you do this to me? I took it personal. I felt victimized. I felt like, how could my mom die and you people did not call me the Ada? From the moment that she was struggling, it lingered. It was a couple hours. She didn't just die suddenly. Why didn't you call me? As if calling me would have done a lot. Although my faith is so strong that a lot could have happened, to be honest. Because at about that time that they said she was struggling with her heart, I was awake here in my house. Around that time, I was awake and I was praying, speaking in tongues for a daughter of mine who was in surgery room right about that time. How was I to know that while I was praying for the life of someone else, my mother was losing her own life?
Oh my guys, this is so heartbreaking. Seriously. Cha Cha Eke, thick heart, God knows the best. God truly knows the best. Please accept our sympathy. This is really heartbreaking, guys. Please say a word of prayer for Cha Cha Eke in the comment section. Please.